Hi, welcome back to my channel. And a few weeks ago I promised to do a video on L.C.M, and here we are today. So I'll go first by explaining what L.C.M is all about. So L.C.M is an abbreviation for least common multiples. So it refers to the least when you have a group of numbers that is like 2, 3 numbers or 4, and the least number that is connecting the 3 or 4 numbers together, what they have in common, the smallest number they have in common, is what L.C.M is all about. So that's the best way I can explain it in a layman's understanding. So I hope you grab that. So usually when solving for L.C.M, I usually give my students some conditions to follow in order to make it easier for them when solving, and I've listed 2 conditions here, which I grabbed from divisibility of numbers. If I were to list all the divisibility, I'm going to take it from like 2 to number 9, which is going to take a long time, and I'll be deviating from the topic of the day, which is L.C.M, so I don't want that. Maybe some other time I can make video on divisibility of numbers, but usually I do state some points for my students to take to make it easy for them. So look at this first question we have here. It says find the L.C.M of a the L.C.M of 10 and 20. So to solve this, I've pointed out 2 points to make it easier, so that you won't come and start imagining, okay, what will I use to multiply? Sorry, what will I use to divide? Some people don't know where to start from when it comes to L.C.M in terms of division. So I've taken out my time to list 2 at least important points. So if you have a number and it ends with it ends with an even number or 0, such number can be divisible by 2. So that's the first point there. If a number ends with an even number or a 0, such number is divisible by 2. So if you have a number and you don't know where to start from, you can check, is it ending with an even number, is it ending with 0? If this condition holds, then you can start dividing by 2. Then the second point, if the number ends with 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. So always put those 2 points. Although I repeat again, these are not the 2 things to consider when working with L.C.M, but at least they are the ones I consider really important. Yeah, for a start, they are really important, because any number you see, you should test it first with 2. If it's not divisible by 2, you try 3. If it's not divisible by 3, you try 4. If it's not divisible by 4, then you can try the next number, which is 5. So those are the points I usually put before my students, and that's why I usually focus on these 2 points only, because if it's not divisible by 2, then you should try 3. If it's not divisible by 3, then you keep on going until you get to 5. Yeah, so that's why I usually just list these 2 points, but that's not all. Actually, I will be making a whole topic if I focus on divisibility. So maybe sometime, not now, sometime later, I could make a video on divisibility. So now we have the first question, find the L.C.M of 10 and 20. So if you look, 10 is ending with 0, so also is 20 ending with 0. which means our first condition holds for this, which says if a number ends with an even number or a 0, it's divisible by 2. So therefore we are going to start using 2 to divide. So if you look, 10 divided by 2 gives us 5, and 20 divided by 2 gives us 10. So that's, we are done with this first step. You take again the second numbers. Here we have 5 and here we have 10. So you test. Is 5 divisible by 2? No. Is 10 divisible by 2? Yes. So since one of the number at least holds for the condition, we still use 2 to divide. So when we say 5 divided by 2, it can't, so we bring back our 5. 10 divided by 2 gives us 5. Sorry, not 6 but 5. So at this stage now, you test again. We have 5s on both sides, so you say 5 divisible by 2? No. 5 divisible by 2? No. At this stage, you could fly down to this condition. If you know what you're doing and you're sure the number is divisible by 5, you could just fly to the second condition and test. But if you aren't sure that number is divisible by 5, just keep trying. After 2, you have 3. So you test for 3. If not satisfied, you test for 4. Not satisfied, then you can test for 5. So in this condition, I'm sure 5 is divisible by 5. So I don't even need to test, but for the purpose of those learning, we'll say, is 5 divisible by 5? Yes. 5 divisible by 5? Yes. That means we are using 5 to divide. So 5 divided by 5 gives us 1, and 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. So that brings us to the end of that question, number 1. So we are done with the solving at this stage. So once you reach 1 on both sides, or if you're having 3 numbers and you reach 1 1 1, you've gotten to the end of your solving. So you come down and write L.C.M is equal to, you start multiplying the numbers from the top to the bottom, the numbers you used in dividing this side. So you say 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 5. So if you say 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, your answer is 2 multiplied by 2 gives us 4, and 4 multiplied by 5 gives us 20. So that's the answer or result for our LCM of 10 and 20. So having done with that, we move to the next question. It says find the LCM of 25 and 36. So merely looking at 25 and 36, one could want to say that they have nothing in common, but it's not like that. Yes, so let's solve and see if they really have nothing in common or they have something in common. We're going to find out. So that's 25. Make some adjustment there. Okay, and here we have our 36. So we begin testing our condition. Okay, follow the first condition. Is 25 divisible by 2? No, because 25 is not ending with an even number but ending with an odd number, so the condition can't hold for 25. Is 36 divisible by 2? Yes. 6 is an even number, so therefore even though the condition didn't hold for 25 but it holds for 36, we can still go ahead and use 2 for our division. So if we say 25 divided by 2, it's impossible. What you do, you bring back your 25 and you test again. Is 36 divisible by 2? Yes. Okay, so you say 36 divided by 2 gives us 18. 36 divided by 2 gives us 18. Alright, so let's move forward. Now we're done with this first number, so we move to the next stage. You test 25 divisible by 2, no. 18 divisible by 2, yes. So we still use 2 since the condition still holds for one of the numbers. So 25 we use 2 here. 25 divided by 2, impossible. We write back 25. 18 divided by 2 gives us 9, so we write down 9. And we are done with this stage, so we consider the new numbers. Is 25 divisible by 2? No. 9 divisible by 2? No. So this condition fails for both numbers, and therefore we are going to drop 2 and pick the next number after 2, and the next number after 2 is 3. So you check, is 25 divisible by 3? No. 9 divisible by 3? Yes. So we write 3 and use for our division. Alright, so if you say 25 divided by 3, impossible, you bring back your 25. And if you say 9 divided by 3 gives us 3, therefore this is not the end. We extend our lines. Okay, so now we have our new numbers 25 and 3. Is 25 divisible by 3? Impossible. 3 divisible by 3? Yes. So you use 3. If you test 25 divided by 3, impossible. Bring back our 25. Okay, we've gotten to the foot of our paper, so I'll just extend that to the next page, and that's it. So let's continue. 25 divided by 3, impossible. You come down and put back your 25. 3 divided by 3, 1. Okay, so we still extend because we haven't finished solving and our line has reached the end, so we extend. So now we have 25 and 1. So you test again. Is 25 divisible by 3? Nope. 1 divisible by 3? Nope also. But now since this condition doesn't hold, so I would have said consider the next number, which is 4, but it's obvious for us that 25 cannot be divisible by 4. Therefore we use the next number, which is 5. So you say 25 divisible by 5? Yes. So we use 5 here. Okay, now 25 divisible by 5. If we divide 25 by 5, gives us 5. And according to the law of LCM, we bring down this one here, 1. So again, the next number we use to divide is 5. Now 5 divided by 5 gives us 1, and again according to rule of LCM, we bring down 1. So now that brings us to the end of the solving because we've reached 1 1 on each side. So like I said, once you reach 1, you stop and you write L.C.M is equal, and you start multiplying your numbers from beginning just like before. So we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So if we do 2 multiplied by 2, 4 multiplied by 3, 12 multiplied by 3, 36 multiplied by 5, 180, and 180 multiplied by 5 gives us 0 carry 4, 900. So 180 multiplied by 5 gives us 900, and that's the end of our solving. So I hope this video is helpful, and I hope we've cleared every doubt on L.C.M. I hope my explanation is clear enough to create or to make L.C.M easier and simpler for students out there. So if you have any question, any observation, you can drop on my comment section. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Thanks a lot.